So I have a nice piece of Purple Heart. It's 8.5 one way and a little over 9 the other. And it's 1 15/16 thick. I'm going to draw a circle on there, cut it round, get a hole in it for the worm screw, and get it trued up real nice. But that's not going to last very long, because I'm going to purposely make it out of balance, because we're going to make an offset turning bowl. Be right back. Okay, so I have it pretty much round. I have a hole in here for the worm screw, and I have a second hole in here that's about 5/8 away, and that will be for my offset turning. I'm going to get it mounted on the worm screw right now, so let's get this mounted. And let's just see how it might be running right now. Pretty good. 1,000 RPMs there. That's not going to last long once we go to the offset hole. I'm going to take this chunk of oak, it's just a scrap, and I'm going to glue it on here, turn it off later, but I'll be able to turn 2 tenons on this piece. Hopefully. I haven't done it yet, so that's the plan. Alright, I put a little glue on this. I cut the corners off here because I'm not sure how big the base is going to be. And let's get that up, clamped against here, and let that glue set up. The glue's been sitting about 15 minutes. I don't plan on taking this away. So I'm going to go ahead and round this up. I got 925 RPMs. I think that's what I'm going to go with right there. So I'm going to get set up and we can sand this. I'm going to sand in reverse. So I'm going to go ahead and finish sanding. That was 80 grit. I have it sanded to 400 grit, and I'm planning on putting some lacquer-based sanding sealer on it. Alright, almost all the way around. So we'll let that dry. Okay, here's the plan. This is a set of larger jaws that I have. It's set about 3 inches on the inside here. So I'm going to turn a tenon on here, and it'll have a dovetail. And as soon as I grab that, I'll be able to turn it around, flatten the top off, and then remount it on the offset hole, and then turn about a 2-inch tenon on here to grab. If my calculations are right, we're going to be able to do it. And if they're not, we'll figure out something else. Well, let me get this out of the way and try the chuck on it. Okay, I'm all flipped around, and it runs really good. I'm going to go ahead and clean this up for a couple inches and sand it and get some finish in that area. And I think all I'll do is a little shear scraping here. I have it flipped around on my offset hole. Here is the original center we turn the bowl on, and this is how far it's out. So what I need to do now is turn about right here a new tenon. I'm going to go ahead and put the tailstock up. Not going to be able to get very many RPMs. Looks like we can do about 615, and let's do it. Okay, I think that's going to work. I have the shoulder all the way around it. I'll just take this set of jaws and see how it lines up. And then it sits against there flat. So let's get it off the worm screw and mount it up. And so now I need to determine where this is going to get cut. And obviously this will be the small side, and it's just going to get like so. So probably, just to be safe, I'm going to put a mark there. And we'll take more than that off, but that's just a starting point. So I'm going to sharpen up a couple gouges so we don't have to do it halfway through this. And then I'll be right back. So I'll point out that I did get this finished here before I offset it and turned it around, just so that it would be done. And I know there'll be some blending, but this has got most of the hard work done, sanded and finished and polished out. So let's do it. I can see that line now quite clearly. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get this cut all the way out, and I think I'll take a break. It's been really cold today. It's actually had a little bit of snow outside this morning when we got up. I don't expect to get any more RPMs. I got 650. I think I just need to blend from here down to the very bottom, and we should be where we need to be. I'll go ahead and sand this up, and we'll get it up to 400. That's it for the day, and tomorrow I'll show you how I put the finish on everything else, and we'll do it to the inside of this little bowl. So I'm going to start with 80 grit and work my way to 400. So that's what we're doing, and be back on this tomorrow afternoon. Okay, I have this sanded to 500 grit, And I'm going to wipe on some lacquer sanding sealer because I don't want to get any drips. So I plan on just wiping all of the finish on this. I put 5 coats of my thin down lacquer on the inside of this, and I'm going to use my abrasive paste on it right now. And I've really done all of this already, but I let it come over just on the edge, so I think it'll be fine. I'm going to start out about 300. Turn it up 479. Alright, we'll get this clean piece out and start polishing it. While I'm here, I think I will just kind of try to shine that up a little bit. I think that's mostly from me handling it. That looks pretty good. Okay, I'll be back when we have it flipped around. Okay, I have it in my large coal jaws, and the tenon I just got through using is now offset again. Pretty good. I'm just going to have that on there just while I rough this off, because it's going to be a little lumpy turning being offset like that, and I wouldn't trust the coal jaws to hold it. Once I get that out of there, they're going to be a benefit just to clean that bottom up. And we'll just slowly get this off of it and the rest of it. See what kind of speed we get. We should actually be able to get plenty good. So I have like 600, and I think as long as I have the tail stuck against it, everything's fine. Kind of as I figured when I pulled the tailstock back, the piece in the middle was barely hanging on because I left glue out of the center of that because I didn't figure I needed it. So I went ahead and finished sanding this, and I've signed it, and now I'm going to get some finish on here, and I'll be back when this is out of the coal jaws and all done. Well, here is the finished Purple Heart bowl that I fully intended on making a simple turning. Well, as you can see, that didn't last long. I made an offset turning out of it. The rim is 8.5 inches across, and the bowl itself is 6 inches. It's almost 2 inches tall, and the base is 4 inches. I finished the bottom before offsetting it, and I used thin down lacquer that I wiped on. Then I flipped it over and finished the whole top, doing the exact same thing, and I used the abrasive paste on the bottom and the top. At that point, I offset it on the second hole, flipped it over, recut the tenon. I turned it back around and turned the inside of the bowl. A lot of flipping going on. Then I sanded and finished the inside of the bowl and used the abrasive paste on that. As you can see, this grain is really beautiful. Purple Heart is just a wood of its own. Grain is very, very reflective. I don't know if you can see that or not, but It certainly does change as you rotate it around. And the wood is extremely dense. So the rim is a 1/2 inch across here, and it blends down to a 3/8 bottom. And it's about 1 7/8 right there, blending down to the bottom. It was a lot of fun to do, and I promise the next one will be a simple shape. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'd like to thank everyone for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And a special thanks to all my subscribers. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. If you're new to my channel and you feel so inclined, please consider subscribing. Thanks again, and until the next time, I'll see you later.